is no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog.
When criminals in this world appear and bring the laws that they should fear and frighten all who see or hear, the cry goes up both far and near for Underdog. 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 Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who love or plunder. Underdog. Underdog.
Tennessee Tuxedo?
That's right.
I'm a reporter for the Megapolis Tribune. My newspaper's doing a story on the zoo.
Well, you have come to the right place. I know all about the zoo.
Yes. Well, we understand that there's a feud going on between you and Jerboa Jump. How come you two don't get along? I mean, what's the story?
What's the story? Well, let me tell you. It all started a long, long time ago when the Tuxedos and the Jumps were neighbors back in the hills. Chumley, it's time to eat. See if there's any victuals in the cupboard.
Gee, Tennessee, the cupboard is bare. There's nothing to eat.
Well, at least we have our apple tree in the hollow. A couple of apples would taste mighty good right now. Let's go.
Hey, Tiger, it's time to eat. See what's in the cupboard.
There's nothing here. The cupboard's bare.
At least we have our apple tree in a hollow. Hey, a couple of apples will taste mighty good right now. Come on, let's go.
Here's a beauty. I'll just...
Tennessee, you keep your apple-picking hands off my apples.
Your apples? This is my apple tree.
It's my apple tree.
It's on my property.
Tain't neither. The property line goes from Boundary Rock there to that point there.
Oh, no. It goes from Boundary Rock there to that point over there. The tree's on my property.
It's on my property.
Gee, Tennessee, I'm still hungry.
Never mind, Chumley. Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail. That apple tree is ours, and I'm going to get those apples. Now, here's my plan. First, you go out and attract their fire, and then I'll sneak down and capture the tree.
Yoo-hoo.
Hurry, Chumley, in here. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Now for one of my delicious apples.
Ready and fire.
Ah, this is a beauty.
Hey, Tuxedo. Get away from my apple tree.
Gee, Tennessee, I'm still hungry.
Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail. I'll get those apples. Now, here's my plan.
Now, here's my plan.
I know, you're hungry. Well, here's what we're going to do.
Hey, Tiger, will you look at that? Come on!
All right, Chumley. We'll just fasten this rope onto the winch and crank that old apple tree right into the cabin. We'll show 'em whose apple tree it is.
If Tennessee thinks he's gonna pull an apple tree into the cabin, he is due for a surprise.
It must be almost here, Chumley. Jerboa,
Yeah?
you say it's your apple tree, and I say it's mine, right?
Yeah?
Well, what say we go to see old Phineas Whoopee, the man with all the answers, and let him settle it?
Okay, by me, 'cause I know how it's gonna be settled anyway. Come on, let's go.
Well, now, that's quite a problem. The only way to solve it is for you boys to do some surveying.
Exactly what I said. We have to, what's surveying?
Well, surveying is the method by which you can find out exactly where your property line is. Here, let me show you on the three-dimensional blackboard. Surveying is very old. The Egyptians used it every year to find the property lines after the Nile River had flooded and washed away all the boundary markers. And, of course, every schoolboy knows that George Washington was a surveyor.
Gee, I thought he was president.
Chumley!
Hey, look, all this historic stuff is okay, but how about our line? How's this surveying stuff gonna tell us where that is?
I'm coming to that. According to the map of your property, the line starts here at Boundary Rock.
We know that. The question is, which way does it go?
Why, the direction is written right here on your map. It says the line goes north 67 degrees east.
Yeah, but how do we know for sure which direction that is?
You have to use a transit, which is the surveyor's most important instrument. Look at this one I have over here. You can see that it's a small telescope mounted on a tripod. The telescope can swing around in any direction. Attached to the telescope is a scale which tells us the angle that the telescope is pointing. All we have to do is move the transit around until it is pointing in the direction indicated on the map and...
And then you look through it?
Right, my boy. Put your transit at Boundary Rock. Set it at the correct angle, send Chumley out, and when you see him, the line between the rock and Chumley will be the right boundary line.
All right, Jerboa. We'll survey the boundary line and find out exactly who owns that tree. Agreed?
Sure. I know what the survey is going to show. The tree's on my side of the boundary.
But if it isn't, you'll agree to whatever the survey shows?
Sure. Come on, let's go.
Thanks a million, Phineas. A little more to the right, chum. That's it. That's it. Good. There you are, Jerboa. According to the map and the survey, that tree is on my property.
Okay, so it's your apple tree.
What did I tell you, Chumley? Tennessee tuxedo does not fail. Come on. At last we're going to have some of those apples.
But Tennessee, there aren't any apples. That big cannon of Jerboa's blasted them all into the next county.
What? Jerboa Jump ruined my apples? Where's my gun?
It's in the cabin.
Nobody ruins my apple tree. And that's how the feud between the tuxedos and the Jumps started.
And it's still going on?
Yep. That Jerboa just won't give up. Yo! All right, Jerboa. You asked for it.
Sergeant, I've just received a telegram from General Nuisance. He says those 2 Gopher Indians have to be captured alive immediately.
Captured alive? Mm-hmm. But, Colonel, we've already tried just about everything.
Obviously, Sergeant, you've never played football. We're going to use football tactics. We're going to tackle them 14, 22, 63, 87.
Colonel going to capture us without guns, without swords? How him do?
Hey, we got a plan. Give it a tackle.
You got planned?
Dummy, I'm gonna bonk, bonk.
Oh, we make dummies. Fool, Colonel. Good idea. You genius. Whoopie-doopie. Colonel never know difference. Now, light campfire and watch fun.
Quiet, Sergeant. Shh. There they are, around the campfire. Get ready.
Don't you think we better scout around first?
Nonsense. I'm calling the signals here. 22, 64, 83. Charge!
Hey, Colonel, these are nothing but wooden dummies. Colonel?
Take that!
Colonel?
And that!
Colonel?
And this!
Colonel! Colonel, begging the Colonel's pardon, these are just dummies. They're carved out of wood to fool us.
Now we put on edge of cliff and watch Colonel make big flying tackle.
Shh, Sergeant. There they are around their campfire. Are you ready?
Begging the Colonel's pardon, but what if they're just dummies?
Just dummies? Don't be ridiculous, Sergeant. We left the dummies back there. These are the real Indians. Follow me. 36, 22, 34. Charge!
Fire! Chop, chop!
Oh, we build fire on this side of bridge, then go back, and when Colonel cross bridge, chop, chop. Whoopie-doopie, you genius.
Now then, there's their campfire, Sergeant, on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, but, what about those two Indians on this side of the bridge?
Dummies, Sergeant. Dummies. They can fool me once. They can fool me twice. But they can't fool me 3 times. Follow me.
Now who's the dummy?
When we last saw Itchy Brother and the evil Biggie Rat, they had gone to Professor Messer to see if they could find a way to get rid of the King Odie and take over the kingdom.
Now listen, you guys. This is Biggie talking, see?
Professor Messer quickly came up with the ice cube ray, which he claimed would freeze solid anything it touched.
Now listen, Mess. Your inventions are getting as phony as those foreign accents of yours. First, let's see if this gun works.
Sure it's a work. Take a look out of this window at the lake. Now, watch the water.
Hey, Big! Dig that crazy skating rink!
Say, Big, she's a work good.
Hey, Mess, let me try, huh?
Sure, Itchy, here.
Cool, man, cool!
Yow! I'll cool you, blockhead. Now cut it out, see? Biggie wants to think.
Meanwhile, back at the palace, King Leonardo and his faithful companion, Odie Coloni, unaware of the danger that they were in, were busily going about the affairs of state.
Confound it, it's getting too hot to play.
Perhaps it will cool off later, sire.
Well, we'll finish this game. Ready?
While the king and Odie continued their game, Itchy and Biggie approached the palace with the ice cube ray.
Big, it's like water everywhere, and the drawbridge is on the blink. How do we, skip the dip?
Listen, guy, you're with Biggie, see? Watch this.
Slick as ice, Big.
Biggie and Itchy.
Go! You pinged your last pawn, Coloni.
Say, man, I've been waiting years for this. Like all my life. How'd you like a knock in the nose, royal brother? Well, take that!
Serves you right, blockhead. Now cut the clowning, see? And help me get rid of these 2 cubes.
Okay, Big. But what are we gonna do with them?
What do you think? We're putting them where ice cubes belong. In the drink, see?
Hey, Big, that's pretty funny. Ice cubes in a drink.
Shut up and let's go.
Like bon voyage, brother!
And so King Leonardo and his faithful companion, Odie Coloni, were floating down the river like a couple of ice cubes. It looked like Biggie and Itchy had finally won, except the river water was warm, and like all ice cubes, the king and Odie began to melt.
Confound it, what happened?
Biggie and Itchy have some kind of ray gun that froze us, sire. But we're beginning to thaw out now. Can you swim yet?
Yes, I think so. I'm a little stiff in the joints, though.
Then I urge all haste, sire. We must get back to the palace and stop those 2. Quickly, sire. Let us use the secret passage to the throne room.
Oh, just wait till I get my hands on those 2. I'll have them thrown in the dungeon.
We must proceed with caution, your majesty. They still have the ray gun. We must get that first.
Now listen, you guys. This is Biggie talking, see? The king and Coloni have taken off and we're taking over. Itchy's gonna be king, and I'm gonna be boss.
Look, sire. On the table. The ray gun. Now's our chance.
Hold on there! Your king is here!
Uh-oh, here we go!
Chiggers, follow me. Guards! Seize those 2 and throw them in the cooler!
And so the king and Odie were victorious once more. But have they seen the last of Biggie Rat and Itchy Brother? Don't miss the next exciting episode of The King and Odie.
As our story opens, we find young Horace, the hunter's nephew, with a big problem. Horace is the manager of the Golden Gulch Galloping Gophers, a baseball team with an important game to play. The problem was, they were missing one player.
What are we gonna do, Horace? We can't play those guys with only 8 men.
Well, I got it. My uncle, the hunter. He'll play for us. Come on. Unc, wake up. Knock, knock, Unc. I say, guess who's here?
Well, it's you, Horace. See who's at the door, son.
Well, there was nobody, Unc. You were dreaming.
Oh, well, now I'm awake. What can I do for you?
Didn't you tell me you used to play baseball?
Play baseball? Why, son, I was a big baseball star.
You were?
Big, I say. I started my career with the Corn Pone Colts. That was a farm team, son. Then I got traded to the Dixie Dodgers, who sold me to the Swanee River Swallows, who traded me to the Cotton Sox. And I played my last season with the Possum Hollow Giants. A great team, son. A great team.
You a righty or a lefty, Unc?
Righty or lefty, son. I'm surprised at you. I'm a southpaw. Southpaw, and don't you ever forget it.
Well, then you're just the man we need, Unc. We got a big game this afternoon, and we're short one player.
Well, now, I can't do that, son. I got a lot of work I just remembered that I have to do, so I can't go.
Okay, fellas. Unc says he'll play ball.
Now, just a doggone minute there.
And so it was that Horace gently persuaded his uncle, the hunter, to play ball for the Golden Gulch Gophers. Horace, delighted that they had a big league star on their team, put the hunter in as pitcher.
I'll just give him my old Possum Holler fast ball. I declare, that plate is further away than it was in Possum Holler. Well, I'll have to throw higher.
Settle down, Unc. Put it over the plate.
Well, I'm just zeroing in, little Horace. Now, watch this.
A home run! 1-0.
And so Horace thought it wise to give the hunter a new position, catcher.
Well, this ought to be a cinch for the mighty hunter. I can catch anything. Have glove, will catch. Yeah, that's a joke, son.
Play ball!
Unc, what in the cotton blooming world are you doing?
Now, I never. Little Horace, did you see that? He took a swing at me with that stick, son. A fella could get hurt that way. You better watch that, son.
You the manager? Well, get this cuckoo out of here.
And so the mighty hunter found himself playing shortstop.
I got it. I say I got it. Now, where in the world?
Oh.
But lasting only a short time at shortstop, he was then moved to the outfield.
I got it. I say I got it. Out.
Ooh.
And so it went throughout the game. By the last of the ninth, the Golden Gulch Gophers were still behind 1-0. Horace was on first, and the hunter was at bat. The entire game now depended on him.
Keep your eye on the ball, Unc.
And the hunter kept his eye on the ball for 2 strikes.
Strike one! Strike two!
But then the hunter forgot his instructions and closed his eyes and swung.
Wow, Unc! A home run! How in the cotton blooming world did you do it, Unc?
Well, nothing to it, little Horace. Just gotta keep your eye on the ball, son. Keep your eye on the...
Oh.